clash of violent extremisms, and this clash of extremisms is dividing people. A US student's recent viral Snapchat of a Sikh passenger on his flight read, "I might not make it to Indy." The passenger, responding via Twitter, suggests that this should give us a sense, the snaps should give us a sense of what it's like for anyone who even appears to be Muslim to travel by plane. A now infamous tabloid headline, 1 in 5 British Muslims support or sympathize with ISIS. I think Islam hates us. The children of Muslim Americans, they're the ones responsible for terror attacks. A message from the President of the United States of America. None of these statements are backed up by facts. But imagine things could be different. Imagine that there was some way of halting this spread of hatred. My research highlights those who are seeking to do just that, people who have been working to do this for a very, very long time. Violence prevention practitioners are passionate about engineering spaces to bring people together. Spaces where life stories, those stories that each and every one of us have, can be shared and are valued. Media coverage, poor government responses to violent extremism, they're fueling this hatred. Invisible walls are being built up between people. Those that I've been interviewing are working on a small scale to change this. They're trying to bring down those invisible walls, one person at a time. A very simple example. 2 of the practitioners got a phone call from a former member of the US military. "I hate Muslims," he said. He was worried. "I'm afraid of what I might do." The practitioners in question drew on their own experience and contacts and arranged a meeting with the local imam. The 2 sat down and for hours they shared their stories, they shared their experiences. Now they're friends and they meet regularly and they continue to share their stories. Another example, a practitioner in Northern Ireland talks about bringing people from 2 different communities together to break down stereotypes. Those who she was working with told her they were curious about the others on the other side of those so-called peace walls. What are their houses like? Are their houses better than ours? Again, a very simple way of bringing people together to break down at least the invisible barriers that exist. Now, I'm not suggesting that we should go out and topple the media, that we can necessarily change those poor government policies that my research is calling into question, or that we can stop violent extremist organizations from getting their message out entirely. But we can act locally. We can share our stories, and we can support those who are seeking to make the world a space where all of our stories can coexist peacefully. And I am dedicated to spreading the knowledge of and from this work, seeking to make people aware of it, to learn from it, and to see how we can expand and support it, and how, in the words of one of the practitioners, we can all be involved to reimagine a space where we can truly become a we.